Welcome to Dig It, a real estate podcast by Hubble Realty Company. All right, every home tells a story, but some homes are meant to do more than that. And this year, Embarq Signature Homes is going to be part of the 2026 Home Show in Norwalk. And it is seriously going to be so cool, so beautifully designed, and really intentional from the inside out. We're going to be talking a lot about the outside too. We've got Director of Operations, Pat Fox from Embarq Signature Homes joining us to give us a little inside scoop of the vision and why Embarq said yes to this home show. We're also going to bring on Dan Knopp of the Greater Des Moines HBA, the Home Builders Association, and he's going to give us some history about the home show, why it started 50 years ago and how it's grown into the biggest show that it's been ever, I think. And then we're going to zoom out even farther with CLK Lawn Care and Cody over there, their president, who worked really hard on the exterior of this home. And it is going to be such a cool thing to see come that September show. So whether you are in the market to build or buy, you have come to the right place. Let's dig in. All right, everyone. Well, we alluded to the man, the myth, the legend, Cody Keibler with CLK Lawn Care and Landscape. President Cody, thank you for joining us and talking all things Embarq. Over here, Pat Fox, Director of Operations, Embarq Signature Homes. Okay, so tell me a little bit about CLK, why you decided, I'm sorry, I hit your mic. Whoops. Why you decided to bring Cody on and how you guys are collaborating together on the home show. But let's start with CLK first.
Yeah. So
what do you guys do?
We are a specialized new construction landscape firm. So we only work with builders, developers, commercially, residentially. We do grade, sod, irrigation, and then obviously landscaping. So
how did you get into this? Because, I mean, no offense, you don't look very old. And you are running this company that is doing some seriously cool work for Embarq. Yeah.
Well, it all started when I was 10 years old. I started push mowing lawns, and from there, the landscaping kind of came natural. We moved to the Des Moines Metro, and everybody that was mowing lawns was landscaping, mulching, building retaining walls, and we kind of went into that. So
how big is your team, and where are you guys, where's home base out of? Because I truly don't know.
Home base is Grimes. We're right on Beiser Drive in Grimes, so we're pretty centrally located in the Metro. Easy access right off the interstate. What was the rest of that one?
How big is your team?
Right now there's 32 of us, so
nice.
we have a lot going on.
Keeping busy. I would assume so if you're working with this guy over here.
Yeah.
How did that come about, Pat? How did you, get to find Cody?
I think you might have been doing some work for Hubble, I believe.
Hubble Homes, yeah.
And we just weren't having a whole lot of luck with the way things were running on the landscape side, on our side.
Yeah.
And it made sense after Lara and Seamus and I were talking about it.
Your team.
My team. They're like, well, Cody he can do landscaping, he can do irrigation,
Just check all the boxes over here.
Kind of a jack of all trades, and it's kind of like a one-stop shop, final grades. So you've got one guy coming in. The communication is much better, obviously, because he knows, what the schedule and everything is dictating on the house. So it just made sense. And then we saw some of his work, another, like the home show from, was it last year?
Year before.
Year before.
Yeah. 24. Okay.
And just thought, well, it just makes sense. So we decided to team up with him and then talk to him about the home show house, doing, a little bit of extra stuff for outdoor living down there.
Oh, we're going to get into that.
Here we are.
We're going to get into that. Yeah. How many home shows have you been a part of now?
This will be our second.
Second?
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Well, how do you, personally, before we get into all of the exciting details of the Embarq show home, which is why we're here talking today, how does landscaping really elevate a home? That sounds like kind of a duh question, but truly it varies, I feel like, by client, but by budget. And there's just so much that can go into both a front and a back landscaping and,
Right. The biggest thing, especially in the new construction market, is the curb appeal. It's the first thing that the potential home buyers or the home buyers, it's the first thing they notice when they pull up to a house. you know, it really shows a finished product. You know, if you have a potential buyer coming up to a house and there's no landscape, there's no sod, you know, to them it's an unfinished piece when really, I mean, the house could be ready, but it really finishes out the house. You know, another big thing too is it complements the architecture. So it kind of softens, you know, some corners, some edges, some foundations, softens some steep slopes, stuff like that. And it kind of frames in that house. So.
Well, a lot of work's gone into, your vision, Lara's vision of what that home can look like. And it's kind of like the icing or like the cherry on top a little bit. That's kind of how I look at a lot of, you know, the landscaping side of things.
Right, yeah.
Well, all right, let's get into the Embarq show, home show home. Home show home. Home show home. That sounded funny. What can you guys tell us about this? Like, what outdoor features are people going to get to see? And I want to give some sneak peeks. You don't have to give it all away, but I do want it. What are they going to see? Pat, start with you.
Well, I mean, our goal, you know, when building the home and thinking about the buyer and how they're going to use it was, you know, the outdoor living space. We live in Iowa, so we're kind of a little bit tied to.
We have seasons.
Maybe 3 months out of the year that you actually get to live in the outdoors.
That's not true,
Depending,
Pat.
Well,
bundle up and get your butt
ice
out there.
Fishing maybe, but for me, I like warm weather.
Okay, all right.
So that's kind of what it's geared towards. Our house backs up to hole number 2 at Legacy.
Nice.
So it's got a really cool view of the fairway and the pond and the green on number 2, and that's where, you know, you're going to spend a lot of time out there. Face it, you know, from spring through fall. So we tasked Cody with coming up with some ideas, you know, and designing the backyard and the front yard as well, because obviously curb appeal, duh.
Yeah.
Can't see the back from the front. So, and he came up with a great plan, and we kind of rolled the dice and went with it. So we've got, you know, in the back, we've got outdoor kitchen, fireplace, 2 fireplaces on the back.
Nice.
Pool.
Pool. He just, Pool, no big deal.
Little pool house. He's you're putting the putting green out there.
Okay. Tell me more about that.
I think the curb appeal might be higher in the backyard. I see how busy that golf course is during the day.
That's true.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that.
That's valid. There's a lot of eyes on it from, probably more so on the course.
Right now, especially.
Yeah.
But the front's going to be cool too.
The front's going to look nice.
It's probably, at least in my mind, I haven't seen obviously what everybody else is doing, but I think the front yard appeal is going to be very, very, very
all right.
nice.
Give us more details than Pat. Come on. More details.
Start
in the front.
In the front. We're doing, you know, some simple softscapes up front. Warmer textures kind of match the house. Plants, obviously, foundational plantings, anchor plantings. We're going to have plenty of lighting up there to really show that house off, you know, after sunset. We have a little driveway extension, nice walkway. There'll be pavers, you know, a small raised wall in the front as well. So, you know, that all complements kind of the grand entry that Embarq has gone with for the house and the homeowner. So it's a nice, large front.
Yeah. What about the back? Take us to the backyard.
So we do have a nice walkway to take us to the backyard.
Like around the
side.
Okay.
That lot was, I think all those lots out there were very challenging with, you know, the grades on them from development.
Gotcha.
So we took that lot and we flattened it out with a large format retaining wall. And they put a pool on top of, you know, that flat area. As well as a little putting green. Maybe after a few drinks, the homeowner can chip into hole number 2. But
right.
I'm not gonna let Legacy know about that.
Well, we'll just you know, you got to practice somewhere.
Keep it on the down low.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That kind of takes us back in and around. I know it's a 0 entry, which is, you know, very well thought out.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Outdoor kitchen, which has plenty of appliances and outdoor storage, and there's going to be grand seating there, and it's going to be a real nice area for the homeowner. So
I think that is like my husband's number one. Well, okay, maybe number 2. When we build when and if we build someday, he was like, I want an outdoor kitchen. He wants that, like, it's like a whole nother, I mean, it is an entirely other room, kitchen, dining space, living room.
It's an extension of the home, you know.
Yeah.
Right. And it needs to, you know, if you like the outdoors and you live in Iowa, you want to be out there in the summertime.
And that's why you have your dual fireplaces, right?
And heaters, right?
Heaters, and we've got some
heaters, screens,
mechanical screens that will come down and enclose the back.
It's a 3 seasons porch. It's not a 3-month porch. He says 3-month backyard.
We might be, you know, depending on the winter, we might catch us out there if
we'll
it's
give it 9 months.
20
I
below.
can't believe you like it that hot all the time. I love the seasons. Like, I want a nice, cool, crisp morning with a coffee on my back porch, like wrapped up in a blanket. Here for that.
And Pat, you have a house in Florida, probably, don't you?
No, I don't.
Not yet. Not yet.
You're not a snowbird
Not yet. Well, so how early? I think this is one of the things when I heard that we were having you on, outside of, you know, the home show, the details of all the cool things that people will see when they come down in September, or see on your socials, obviously, which we'll put links to. Mm-hmm. But how early should homeowners really be thinking about landscaping during their building process when they're building custom, you know, say a homeowner comes to you and says, I want to build a custom home with Embarq, you know, how early are they really getting kind of some of their input in there?
Right away. You know, we recommend right away.
Everything feels right away, though. Right. Landscaping, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to have you know, the biggest thing is a budget established for landscaping. It's something that we don't, you know, that we know that we can't use up elsewhere in the house.
Yeah.
You know, that is outdoor living. It's not just green plants and, you know, a little bit of mulch. It takes significant planning, irrigation planning. It takes elevation change planning. So walls, if we need large walls, large equipment back there. If we're doing pools, pool houses, you know, we have to get large machinery in there before concrete's done, before sod's done. Potentially for the neighbors are built on their lots or have their basements dug. It takes, you know, it's needed right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you guys do maybe differently from, say, some of your competitors, just from like a technology standpoint or working with the homeowners? Like what do people get to experience, I guess, when they work with you? Our
biggest thing is we're new construction based, so we only do new construction. So we are really good with dealing with really good timelines. We're really good at getting stuff done that was scheduled.
Yep.
That's a joke.
I wasn't going to say anything.
We're really good at working with the builder and what they have to throw at us, as well as the homeowner. Landscaping seems to be one of those things that most builders don't want to deal with. We work pretty direct with the homeowner, but we pride ourselves on carrying that through with the builder, with the superintendent, with the schedules, getting the homeowner out there when they need to be out there to look at certain things. You know, letting both the builder and the homeowner know when there's potential issues or changes, and then ultimately we do, kind of like Pat said, we do everything outside other than decks and concrete. So. We can, you know, if we're planning landscape beds, we're planning irrigation, we're scheduling irrigation sleeves internally. We're, you know, if we see grade changes, we need retaining walls, and then, you know, tying it all up with sod. So we get dates that we need to hit, and we hit them. So
I'll also say that he does a really good design plan.
Yeah,
I mean 3D designs that you can actually see what it's going to look like, and that makes the buyer feel a lot more comfortable.
That makes a world of difference where people
see it and touch it and feel it a little bit on paper anyway. So that helps.
Yeah, so we do 2D, 3D design renderings.
Nice.
So cool. you can see that, what your backyard, what your front yard, what your house is going to look like.
I have to see it these days, you guys. I have to like. It's nice to talk about, but I've got to see it.
That's how most people are.
Yeah. Well, and especially when you're dreaming it, right?
Right. Yeah.
What do you both want visitors to understand just about the work that's gone into the home show yard, the outdoor space? Because again, I think just as much forethought has gone into this outdoor space from what you've been saying as there has indoors. So what do you guys think? What do you want them to know?
Well, for me, I mean, when we first started talking about, you know, the home show home, we wanted it not to be way over the top, we want it to be something that people could walk into or walk around and feel like, I could live in this house.
Yeah,
It's
very intentional.
comfortable. It's not, totally crazy. We are doing some cool things, with the golf sim and the wellness room.
Yeah.
But as far as landscaping goes, that outdoor living space, it's something that I think people will be able to see themselves sitting out and have coffee or entertaining, with friends. I think it's just,
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Without
a livable
going above
home.
and beyond.
Yeah.
It is, in a home show scale, it is, it's not over the top, but it is done. It's done right and it's done thoughtful, which, like Pat said, I think is what the clients are going to see. They're really going to like
that intentionality goes a long way, because you can walk into some spaces and you're like, whoa, this is a lot. This is over the top. How would I ever maintain this?
Right.
But then, there is something to be said for that really intentional yet simplistic, well done space. I mean, I'm so excited to see it, you guys. It's going to be really, I know it's a ways out there, but
it's going to come fast.
It is going to come really fast. I mean, you guys are both sitting here like, okay, get me off this podcast. I have deadlines to hit. I've got
I think Seamus
stuff
is calling
to do
me right now.
Is he really?
Probably.
That's where I'm heading when I leave.
Seamus, they're coming your way. Run if you can. No, thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your schedules, though. So we're gonna do the off the rails. That's it. You made it through. You made it through your time. All right. I switched up the question because Cody said he didn't want the other question that I asked Dan.
I'm in trouble.
Blame Cody. If you had to change your name, what would you change it to? Well, I don't know where that question came from.
Really?
If you couldn't be Cody, do you want me to start?
Go for it.
Okay. Well, it's a little bit not totally the question answer, but when I was born, if I were a boy, my parents were going to name me Nash.
I was going to be Gabriella.
You're going to be Gabriella.
If I was a girl, I do know that.
You would have made a great Gabriella, Cody.
Yeah.
I would have been Nash, which is funny because in turn, my dog's name is Nash, but not for that reason, just a completely unrelated reason. Nash, pretty badass name, to be honest with you.
Geez, I've had my name for so long. I don't know what else
just
it
wanna
would be.
Just Pat.
I can just, I can tell a quick story about when my son Andrew was born. His name was supposed to be Benjamin. And then my wife
I like that name.
had some other surgery going on at the time. And when they brought her out of surgery and brought the baby in to see Mom, the nurse was like, hey, do you want to meet Andrew? And she's like, who the hell is Andrew? And I had named him while she didn't have anything to say about it. And so Andrew has been Andrew for 20-some years.
Is his middle name Benjamin?
No.
What?
No.
You didn't even do that?
I just said he didn't look like
All right,
a Ben
Pat.
or a Benjamin, so we named him Andrew.
Oh, that's funny.
So
I love that. All right. Well, that was
off the
definitely
rails.
off the rails. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Cody, thank you so much. We've got links in our show notes so you can check out CLK a little bit more. Are you going to do your commercial spot that you said you were going to do for us to round it down? What did you say? CLK Lawn Care and Landscape. We can dig it.
I said this is welcome to the Dig It podcast. We can dig it. Yeah.
Well, come back anytime, Cody. We really appreciate it. And Pat,
Yeah.
it's always good having you on. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming. Thanks for listening to Dig It, a real estate podcast by Hubble Realty Company. To explore more episodes, blogs, projects, and insights from us, visit the newly revamped HubbleRealty.com. Dig It is an amplified Des Moines production brought to you by Hubble. 170 years of enriching quality of lives in our communities through construction, development, home building, and property management. Like, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things, and see you next time.